Okay, hi YouTube. This is Lisa. I'm coming back with an update from my bariatric surgeon first appointment. My primary care physician referred me in June. I got approval from my insurance company. I got to go ahead to, they'll pay for the visits and the consultation. So I got scheduled for actually July 31st. However, I had to reschedule and I went on August 1st to my first appointment here in Louisville, Kentucky. So I want to talk to you about, because there's some things that it was hard for me to find on YouTube, like what to expect, how was the first visit. I had a lot of anxiety because when you talk to most people, or when I talk to most people about weight loss surgery or the bariatric surgery or something like that, they all gave me negatives. Like, I wouldn't do it. One of my coworkers even said, oh, my friend had it, he hasn't lost any weight, and he can't even drink soda. Well, soda is one of the things you're not supposed to drink if you get lap band. So that being said, I just figured I'd tell you step for step what I went through. So like I said, August 1st was my first visit. When my doctor referred me, I'm 5'5" and I weighed 258 pounds. Once I got there, signed in, oh yeah, let's talk about the sign in. When I signed in, normally you sign into the doctor, and if you're wide like I am, you look around the doctor's office to see if they have chairs without arms on it, so you don't have to worry about your hips fitting in the chair. None of the chairs had arms on it. So that was like welcoming. My daughter going to step. But anyway, then they called me back and they took pictures. Like it was almost like mugshot. You hold this paper with your name on it. You do the front and then you do the side view. So they took pictures. I'm sure they're full body pictures. But and then they weighed me. I lost 2 pounds, so I'm currently 256 pounds, and I think that's going to be my start weight on their paperwork. 256 pounds. So my doctor finally comes in, and my doctor is overweight, morbidly obese. So that kind of shook me up because I'm thinking, okay, did it not work for you too? But anyway, I guess that's kind of rude. But I looked at the bright side of it was he understood all my complaints about being overweight and how I felt and things like that. So it kind of turned out to be a positive. He came in to explain the procedure, and he was really honest with me. Some people get feels and they're too tight, and they have the PB, the productive burping, where they vomit, and how uncomfortable it can be if I overeat. And he also talked about those people who have the bands that actually slip, and now that it's easier to repair, and they have 83% of the surgeries that are done are lose over 100 pounds in the first year. So, I mean, it's much slower than the gastric bypass process, and with either surgery, you totally have to change your relationship with food. If you eat because you're depressed, if you eat because you're bored, and I eat when I'm bored. So you just have to totally change that, and it just helps. It's like being put on a surgical. It's like being on a diet, but and everybody says when you're on a diet, you do need to change your lifestyle and not make it a diet, but a life change. So with that being said, the next thing he did was tell me what to expect. And because I work with kids right now, I'm in school for radiology, but I work with kids. So I'm lifting babies, I'm bending over, I'm picking them up. My job is pretty hands-on. I need to be able to lift at least 50 pounds. And I've had my gallbladder removed, which was the same laparoscopic procedure. So I healed pretty fast from that. It took me about 2 weeks to just get over the initial pain, because I was just healing from a cesarean. So, but this is, he said he would recommend 3 to 4 weeks off from work, which is fine. My husband covers all the bills anyway, so It's not a big issue for me. And he did say other things like to expect. So I'm looking forward to it. And they gave me this huge, I don't know if you can see how thick it is, packet of papers to fill out. And I'll go over them with you briefly. The first paper is like just running down, telling you what all you need to include. You have to have 12 months of your medical records. And I went and got those, and it's sealed, but if you can see how thick it is, that's just 12 months of my medical records. That's it. So, and the things that qualify you with my insurance, you can have a BMI of 35, of actually 30. Your BMI can be at 30, and you can be approved if you have complications from being overweight, like sleep apnea, acid reflux, diabetes, high blood pressure. I can't think of anything else, but things like that. And my blood pressure fluctuates. I'm not diagnosed as hypertensive, but I do have sleep apnea. I have a CPAP machine already, and I do also have acid reflux. I take Nexium every day for acid reflux. And so even if right now my BMI is at 42, but even if it were at a 30, the insurance I have would actually cover bariatric surgery, which is like a huge deal because a lot of insurances don't. The other thing that it asks is you have to get your doctor, your primary doctor, to submit a letter of recommendation, which I think is redundant because my primary doctor referred me to have the surgery to begin with. So it's kind of redundant that you say, well, you need to have them to write a letter. I mean, whatever. So I'm in the process of getting that done. I've already dropped it off, and I got a call back today, and today is the 8th of August, Friday, 8th of August 2014. So I got the call back today. Then they asked you a slew of questions about, they actually cover every body system, and then blood issues. So they cover every body system and ask questions. They ask if you smoke, if you drink, if you've had any drug or substance abuse. Then they ask about your family history, who's morbidly obese, and things like that. Then they want a nutrition-related history. And they also want you to make a food diary. Like, so, I don't know if you can, I want you to do like a food diary, listing all your stuff before you come in. I'm not sure when I'll do that, but then they want to find out, they do a psych, where they ask questions for psych reasons, like how do you relate to food and your reasons for food. Then finally, the last portion is a medically supervised weight loss request letter. And so apparently most insurances require that you undergo medically supervised weight loss for 6 months. Yeah, 6 months. I had no idea about that. But I'm blessed and fortunate that my insurance does not require the 6 month medically supervised weight loss, because I would be frustrated 6 months out, and I've done just about every weight loss program and diet there is. So it would frustrate me to have to come this far and think I'm about to have a permanent help with losing weight, and then to find out I need to wait 6 months and go through this grueling cycle again of making weight loss attempts. So thankfully my insurance does not require me to do that. And the final thing I wanted to go over was my doctor printed out the expectations. So he has on here that my current weight, pre-op weight, is 256 pounds. My ideal weight is 134 pounds. and my height in inches is 5'5". So the BMI on the day of the surgery is 42.6, and then the initial BMI expected loss is 34.48 within the first year. So they gotta be crazy when they're saying I should only be down to 207 pounds, and that's if I don't exercise and I just wear the sleeve and I eat according to what the sleeve will allow me to eat. So I don't mind exercising. I actually like going to the gym. I feel like I've accomplished something for myself for that day. So he's expecting a 40% weight loss within the first year. And at 50%, I would be 195 pounds. And my personal goal is to be about 180. I'm thinking I would feel so much better. Which is 60% of my current body weight. So that's about 30.42 on the BMI, which is still overweight, but I don't know. I think I'll be happy with that. But my ideal weight based on BMI would be 150 pounds, and that is where he wants me to get. So 40% is the average band weight loss at 1 year. 70% is the average band weight loss at 2 years, and 80% is average bypass weight loss at 12 months. So you can, for the band, you're really only losing half in a year of what you would lose if you got the bypass. But for me, the bypass is so permanent. And if I lose more, there's nothing I can do about it. You just lost a lot of weight. And I think I need a sense of control. And to have control, I would prefer having the band so that they could loosen it or tighten it as needed, because I have no desire to be just 150, because I can't remember how it would look on me. So I think 182 would be great at this point. So that's pretty much all I wanted to go over with you guys. I'm scheduled to go in for a seminar. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, so what they do is my insurance fully covers everything. Covers the surgery, covers my post-op visits, all of that. And I have a friend who has the same surgery and said that it even covered her reconstructive surgical needs after losing the weight and maintaining it. So once she lost about 150 pounds, they would go in and remove loose skin and things like that. So, but she had the, I think she had the sleeve. Yeah, I think she had the sleeve. But anyway, they don't approve the sleeve anymore for whatever reason. They only approve the lap band or gastric bypass. But now I'm scheduled to go in to have the seminar on August the 19th, which is a Tuesday, like not next Tuesday, but Tuesday after next. And what they ask is, yes, your insurance covers all of the surgery and things like that, but it doesn't cover the psychiatric eval and the nutritional guidance. So that costs $300, but it's lifetime. So I'll pay the $300. I mean, it's a $50,000 surgery, according to some article I read. So yeah, I'll pay $300 to get it done, or my husband will pay it actually. But yeah, so I go and do that, and I don't have to pay them right then. The main thing is to turn in the packet, and it also covers them reviewing my medical record, reviewing all this packet that I filled out. So I think it's money well spent, because in the future, if I need some guidance on how to get this lap band to work with me and how to work with it, I can just consult them anytime, no matter where I am. So that'll be a huge help for me. But I'm still optimistic. I did not expect so much negativity. There's one lady who is on YouTube, and she said, I am not going to tell anybody that I had the surgery. And I was thinking, well, why wouldn't you want to be honest? And I'm all excited. I'm happy about what the future could hold with losing the weight and feeling better and feeling more healthy. And everyone I've talked to, well, not everyone, but most of the people I've talked to have had something negative to say, and they're just as overweight as I am, if not bigger. I don't understand if it's maybe because they don't have the insurance to cover it, or if they just want to think that there is no hope, or they like everybody think it's hopeless and you have to stay big, you have to stay overweight, and you have to take away years because of the weight. But yeah, everybody's been pretty negative, so I still feel in my heart it's a step in the right direction for me. I want to see my kids all grow up and become successful and have families if they choose so. And I want to be able to enjoy my husband for years and years to come. So, yeah, I think it's the right thing for me. And I'm not going to be lazy about it. You know, if I've gone through surgery to lose the weight, then surely I can run on a treadmill. Surely I can lift weights. Surely I can exercise. I mean, I wouldn't have an excuse. And I just need that boost of faith. So I will update you after the seminar and let you know how it went, give you details. I'm going to take thorough notes. Hopefully I can answer questions for you, and we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching. Bye.